Hello. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I did it again. They're right next to each other. That's the one I need. They're right next to each other. Good morning. Hello. We actually have achieved morning stream. Unheard of. We have achieved morning stream. Where? Hi, how we doing? Good morning, Core, and good morning, Rex. I know you can't hear me, but hello. Whoa. Foreground spook. Bam! And there goes the boss. Ah. Hope everyone's doing well. My goodness. Get parked, Bart. Yep. Get parked. Hi, Galaxia. Good morning. Bleh. My goodness. All right, I need my tablet. I hope everybody's Monday is shaping up to be good. Mine's already looking all right because we had a package. That was the wrong button. Package. I'm glad I'm not the only one who spells it like that. That's all that I said to Spook this morning. I didn't say good morning. Spook is sweet and texts me good morning every morning, and I text him good morning as well. And then 30 minutes later, I just responded, package. It was predicted. It was calculated. Actually, I was downstairs having breakfast. I was eating my cereal, and I was like, "Oh, I've had a notification that thing is going to be delivered." So I was like, "I'll unlock the porch," because in my mind I was like, "I'm about to go start streaming." So I was like, I'll unlock the porch now that I know that something is coming, because in the past I've never done this, but now that we've had our front door sort of redone, I was like, I'll unlock the porch. So if I'm too busy, they can leave it in the porch, and I haven't got to go through the whole process of you weren't it, or them throwing it over the back gate and potentially damaging it. So I literally went and opened the porch, went back in, locked the front door, picked up my bowl of cereal, and then within like a minute, there was a knock on the front door. And I literally turned, look around with like my mouth full of cereal, still in my dressing gown, by the way. And I was like, oh, went and grabbed the key again. And yeah, got my package, and I was like, sweet, I can lock the porch again now while I work. I woke up and did a lot of capture for video I cannot talk about. Ooh, exciting. Yes. Yes. We love it. Right, so let's start doing some of these. Now I've learnt to try to turn off layers I am not working on to save resources. Okay, we're using our hard brush. Symmetry is on, and we want smoothing on as well. You can sort of see how we've got this like weird shaping here, so I kind of want to fix this to start with. Avatar for you? No, it is for the shop. It's to be put on sale. Let me put it this way, you don't even know what it is, but I'm quite proud of it. It's a job one, not a galaxy, a silly. It's a job one, not a silly galaxy. Oh right, yeah. I was going to say more digital monsters. Yes, yes. You know who it is. Also, music. You guys know who it is. It's your boy. Actually, I'm going to turn this off for this bit. Because I'm going to want to essentially move this up a little bit. I kind of want this to come more up. So that this can be lifted here, because this don't look right. I don't know if you saw, Galaxia. I did send you a thing on Blue Sky in the DMs. I haven't actually checked my Blue Sky today, so I don't know if you've seen it. And I even said, like, I know this probably isn't relevant to you, but I am obligated to send it. I need to be on the one that has the arms up. This one over here. I haven't replied yet because I'm in fear mode. Understandable. Have a day. Thank you for responding to Rex, by the way. Since they cannot hear. Ugh, yikes. Good morning, Growlithe. How are you today? I know that one. Growlithe, we know that one. Okay, I think I like that distribution more. I also realised that, like, I think I hadn't finished the face stripes, actually. I think I did the shading on this bit, but I don't think I've done it on this bit. No, I haven't. So I need to go do that. Face shade. Face stripes shade. Oh, got up later than intended. I mean, technically same. Yes, I have been cheesed. We have cheese now. We have cheese now. Oh, Digimon music. You know what gave me the good serotonin? Do you want to hear this, chat? You know what gave me the super good serotonin? This is not a joke. This is 100% true. The creator of the Vulper, which is the name of the model I am working on, of this foxy boy, the creator of the Vulper, Rival, DM'd me on Discord to tell me that they had seen my Garuru texture and that they really liked it. And I was like, oh, thank you. finished yet, but thank you. Yeah, I was exceedingly normal in my response, as one would expect. I was very normal about the entire situation. Hello, Boopies. Lovely to see you, darling. You absolute sweet bean. Let's go! Boobies, thank you so much for subscribing. 27 months. That's almost a year. That's almost a year. I woke up in a good mood this morning because I remembered Hi-Fi Rush exists and that game is very good. It is very good. You want to know what's interesting? I do this thing, which is, I know some people do, where I make playlists for the year, basically just based on like music that sort of catches my ear or like what I'm listening to at the time. So I have a playlist for the year that's almost like a timeline. And when I was on the sort of Christmas break I had, literally like first week of January, I decided to watch Pirate Software's playthrough of Hi-Fi Rush on YouTube. So the first two songs on my playlist for the year are both Hi-Fi Rush songs. Because that was what I was listening to. What? What's this fame and recognition? They gonna need a new house to fit all over and Nellie's ego's joke. No, my ego is barely big enough to fill a pea. I got a proper size fridge for my kitchen, so now the little fridge I use after defrosting the freezer compartment that turned into a freaking block of ice. Oof. Now mini fridge for snacks and drinks in the lounge. Ooh, let's go! Let's go! That was one thing that it's another one of those things where it's like, you know, progressing into adulthood is realizing like, oh my god, new fridge so I can have more tasty stuffs and prepare more things. We love a new fridge. What? Hello, Rex. Oh my goodness, there's two Rexes in the chat. What am I going to do now? How are you doing? How's things? Please tell me you haven't had an accident again. I live in fear. My goal is to get a fancy fridge that dispenses ice. Ooh, that's super fancy. That's super fancy. I don't go for ice in my drinks all that much, but I think that's because after working in like pubs and retail, I know how much they like use it to bulk out drinks. So whenever I go out, I'm like, no ice, please, because it makes them fill the glass up to the top and you get more drink. Why is there a spot there? It's not on this layer, god damn it. Whatever layer it is on. There was a part of me that was like, wow, I can't wait to get a job again so I can commission art, when really the big thing is I cannot wait to buy a new shelf. I have a shelf that's gonna have things on it. Yay! Also a big fan of shelves. It's not the wrong layer, I just don't know what layer it is on. Technically. I don't know what it is. There's just like a white spot. That's weird. Me being nitpicky. So, should I making my place cozy and good sensory vibes? Yes, let's go. Yeah, me and Spook are also this year. We picked a good time for it, apparently. The year we're getting married. Um, Last year was very much, even though we didn't move in last year. Last year was like the first full year that we were in because we moved in. I can't believe it's already been a year and a half, but coming on to 2 years, it was like the summer 2 years ago that we moved in. So obviously that first half year was like getting everything in, and it's like several months of unpacking and repositioning and blah 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 blah. Blah. Then the winter happens, and you don't want to do winter. And then the first year, it was like, okay, now we're sort of like getting settled, getting used to things. Took us a long time to get things like the board game set up downstairs. We bought new quote unquote shelving for the minis, which are actually they're actually like record shelves. They're like square cubby holes. That are for records, but we're using them as mini shelves. And we bought like 6 of them. So I think we literally bought 5. So I think we literally have a 5x5 like square wall of the minis because of how many minis we have. And stuff like that. It was very funny when Curls came over after we had bought that mini wall because once we had bought the mini wall and put the minis in, she was like, "Oh, now this feels like your house," and I was like, "Thanks." But this year, apparently, we are actually going into the capital R renovations territory of, okay, we actually have a house now. This isn't a flat. So we're going to be changing stuff, starting with, as has been mentioned, got a new front door. Because through the winter, it was very noticeable of like, oh, hey, we're losing like heat through the front door. Like if you come downstairs, you can feel the cold like coming through around the edges because it's quite an old door. It was like, if you can feel that that's not got a good seal. So it's like, cool, new front door, good seal, good insulation, save on heating bills. Sensible thing to do. Now, we're looking at new carpet. This bitch is uneven. But I think that's because of the model, not because of my textures, because the symmetry is on. Now we're looking at new carpet. I think this is just the way that I am with a lot of things and why like stuff doesn't get done is overthinking and overstressing about things because as soon as Spook was like we'll get new carpets, I like looked at my room and I was like, oh my god, I'd have to if we're having new carpet in this room, I would have to take everything off the bookshelf. To get the bookshelf out, I would have to take everything out of the set of drawers, disassemble the set of drawers, take the set of drawers out. I would have to completely disassemble my PC setup and take it off my desk and take the desk out of my room. I would have to take Archer out. I'd have to take that. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh, it's too big. It's too big. It's too big of a task. And Spook being Spook is like, stop panicking, it's fine. And I'm like, it's too big. It's too big. That's too big of a task. So I'm literally like, oh, I don't need to have new carpet in my office. My office is fine. I mean, if you want to have new carpet in your office, then you can do that. But Spook is the kind of person of like, if we're gonna get it done, we're getting it done, just like all in one. And I'm just there, it's so much work. So the carpet people were like, oh, we'd fit the carpet within a day. And I'm like, cool, but it would probably take us a day to empty the room and then take us another day to refill the room. So it would be a 3-day job. And it's moments like that that make me go, if I had some medication to calm my brain down, would I be able to do things more? Though as much as I complain and like stress, also it is very nice to be like, oh, this is our home, so we can do what we want, which was nice. Like we owned the flat. Like we didn't rent the flat, we did buy the flat. Um, but because it was a flat, there was a degree of like, this is not a permanent place. We're going to be here for a few years most. We ended up being there for 5 years. But, buying this home in this really nice area as well, I will say, is very much like, oh, we're going to be here. We could easily be here like 10, 20 years. This is like family territory. So it's like, well, best make it our home then. I keep looking into the right to choose ADHD stuff I know I need to do. I hope to someday own a home. I hope so as well. I hope everybody gets to own a home someday. It's a very big thing. Like, obviously people don't need to. Society puts a big pressure on it, but also it is actually really nice because, as my dad has like, instilled this into me since I was a child, that renting is like dead money because you're paying the same amount as you basically would as a mortgage, but by the end of it, you don't have anything, whereas at the end of paying a mortgage, you have a house. That was why me and Spook have never rented. He immediately he was able to buy the flat, and then we went from the flat to the house. It's sad that we do live in the day and age where, not to go too overly personal, but the only reason that we were A, able to get the flat, and B, able to get the house was somebody died. Which is a very sad truth of the only thing that made it possible was inheritance. Because the housing market is balked. Gone are the days where one income was easy enough to buy a home and support a family. Yeah. Why do you think I stress out about streaming so much? I do not earn a lot. I do not earn a lot. But I am having a hell of a lot of fun, and Spook constantly reassures me that it's okay. It was his idea, so, It was his idea that I should try to stream full-time. On that note, commissions are open again. I'm sorry, I always feel very bad when the topic of money comes up. The only things I'm inheriting from my family are some money from my mum's side and from my dad's side, and increased chance of diabetes! It's true though, like, what did you do before full-time streaming? I worked at an independent business. And before that, I worked at, I did part-time work at a game store. I've also done part-time work at pubs. I've done my sentence of public-facing retail work. I've worked on a bar. I've worked in a kitchen, and I briefly worked on a farm. So there's my employment history. I really love throwing in the farm at the end because it's really kind of out of left field. There are many reasons I don't like my dad, at least that is what he cannot control. Understandable. Have a good day. Range of customer service. Yeah, retail servitude is done. This is true. It's true. I have done my customer facing work. I fled customer service after being a pizza chef. So yeah, so my first job was a part-time job working at Game, which is where I met Spook. I met Spook when we worked at Game. he was a full-time employee. I was part-time. I got taken on as a Christmas temp. This was when I was working. This was when I was at college. I had just started. Studying game design at college, so I was like, "Ooh, let's get a job at game." And yeah, I did. Which obviously, for my class of other game students, were like really jealous of like, "Wow, you got a job at game." So yeah, and yeah, I Christmas temped at game like 3 times, literally like 3 years in a row, 3 times. So the 2 years I was at college and the first year that I was at uni, I temped as a Christmas temp at game. Unfortunately, when I left college, I could not get a full-time place at game. They weren't interested in full-time places. I worked at a farm for a bit over like one of the summer breaks. Now that's patient phasing, yeah. Another worker of game, welcome comrade. Yes. I worked, which one was it? I worked the PlayStation 4 midnight release. Was the big one. And the store that I worked at, it was literally a 50-50 split of if you worked the PS4 release, you didn't have to do the Xbox release, because the Xbox One and PS4 came out very close to one another. So I did the PS4 release, midnight release, which was fun, sitting eating Nando's behind the counter at, 11 o'clock at night. Fun times. And yeah, I did my time at the farm, because there was a brief period. Oh no, wait, farm came first, because farm was actually no, my farm was the first job, because farm was before I went into gaming. Because before I went into gaming, I wanted to try to go into some sort of animal care related work. So I got a job at a farm and shoveled a lot of horse dung and milked goats. So I don't know, use the Dragon Age Inquisition, they all jokes I got the job to get their game discounted. Mood. Yeah, I do have a lot of stuff from the game era of like, ooh, this is discounted. Weirdly, I started a Skylander collection, even though I don't own the game. I just have a small collection of the figurines because I think the character designs are cute. Unsurprisingly, I specifically was going for all the Skylanders that were dragons. So I have like Spyro, Dark Spyro. I've got like Camo, because they made a dragon for every element. Because Skylanders has elements as part of their mechanics, and they made a dragon for everyone. So I've literally got like Zap the Water Dragon. Work out that name. You just like the Spyro one, he looks odd compared to the OG. Oh yeah, I don't really like him in comparison to the original Spyro, but I just like dragons. So I've got Skylander Spyro, I've got Zap, Camo, Whirlwind, which is my favourite one. And I got them all at like super discounted prices because they're all pre-owned. Never got into Skylanders. Understandable. That's the thing. I've never played the game. Don't even own the game. Don't own the game, don't own the little portal. I just have a small collection of some of the figurines that I just like because I'm, in my soul, apparently a dragon. And just want to have things. So yeah. And then after I left university, I was very, very lucky, and some close friends who ran an independent business were kind enough to hire me. And I worked there for, I think, 3 years. And I'm very grateful to them. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad that we don't seem to talk anymore. And I hope they are doing well. So we have to like, did I ever tell you did we out ourselves as furries about Disney Infinity Moonrat game? No! Please share. Somewhere I have several boxes of dragon statues. Excellent. I don't have several. It's not somewhere I have several boxes of dragon statues. I just have dragon statues around the house. You know how earlier I said we have a porch? I would sometimes refer to the porch as the hatchery because it has two statues of dragons coming out of eggs. One of a little dragon hatchling in a nest, and another of like a dragon garden ornament of like a little dragon, and so that's the hatchery. I have too much, so a bunch is stored in my brother's garage. I mean, I feel that. I also have too much stuff. But as stated earlier, I'm a hoarder, and I don't want to get rid of any of it. And so we just continue to get more stuff. I said I had a package come today. I don't know where we're going to put the thing that's in the package. It's pretty big. I don't know where we're going to put it. They just released Utopia for Disney Infinity, Judy and Nick in it, and we, like, one guy who collected all the models, and he came in one day asking if we had it in. Zootopia, that old chestnut. Okay. Alright, we did the face. Let's go back to doing the back. Asked a co-worker if he had Zootopia models in, and his response was, "Is that the one with the hot furry rabbit without missing the beat?" I just went, yeah. Oh my god. And myself, the co-worker, and the customer all looked at each other like, yep. Asked my co-worker if he had Zootopia, yeah. If I ever get home, I want a garage to turn into a nerdy space that's workshop. Yeah, that's just our living room. That's just our living room. You know all those mini shelves that I talked about a couple of weeks ago? My mum just came around and was like, you know, when you have kids, those shelves and minis are going to have to go because they'll go. Those are going straight into mouths. And I was like, thanks, Mum. We will deal with that problem when we get to it. Hello, Husk. Been a while. Hope you're doing well. I also don't like this bit. Got a question, have you done pixel art before? Yes, I have done pixel art in a game that is on Steam that you can buy. I've done a lot of pixel art. My spare room is slowly turning into a game room for when friends come over. Yes! Yes! That's the best. Start again. All right. Thank you. My spare room is my office. It's the silly cave. Yeah, we don't really have spare rooms because both of us have an office. But again, that was another one of parents being like, "Hey, when you have kids, you're gonna have to turn one of those offices into a baby room." And we were like, "Thanks." Found a cool bookshelf that has a little mouse carving climbing and the lower half is a wine rack. Going to put scrolls and stuff in there. That sounds awesome! I'd love to see that. Sounds horrifically official until you remember I'm a goblin. Same. Yeah, I refer to it as the office, which makes it sound way more professional than it is, considering that it is basically a room that is filled with manga, Warrior Cats books, a metric ton of plushies, and a drawer full of D&D dice. Do you want kids, or is that parents assuming? I think we do want kids, but like we're nowhere near prepared for it, and literally just because the economy is in shambles, like, you know, we're able to afford the house just, so it's like throwing a kid in there, not happening. So I think we do want to have kids eventually, but like who can afford it, basically? Have you got a new model? You look different. I have. Thank you for noticing. Yes, I do have a new model. I worked very hard on it. I spent most of January and February working on the new model and setting it up. Got it for like $50, £50 at an antique place. Nice steal. Stuff like that's great. My mom is basically my mom is going with fuck on my grandchildren mode. God, this would be very typical of you in that I actually don't know because it never comes up. Do you have a partner? It's never been brought up. Manga, what are you, some kind of nerd? Worse, I'm a furry nerd because it's Beastars manga. No, okay. I'm just saying it would be very on brand for you to not tell people and then be like, well, you never asked. I'm just saying, you've done that a lot. Sorry, I haven't been around much. Life has been shit mainly. It's okay. Life be like that. Fair. Okay. Love you, cool. So yeah, I mean, let's have a look. Let's take in my shelf, shall we? So my shelf is organized purely by me and would probably drive any person crazy. I don't know if how Coles feels about it. I don't know whether she ignores it or hasn't actually noticed. Um, so it's kind of just like in weird categories. I can't believe you're a big stinky furry nerd that I love and respect who keeps reminding me to make a persona. Wait, what? Do it. Do it. I need to be productive. Bye, Growler. Thanks for lurking. Enjoy your day. Yeah, let's go through the shelf. So top shelf, top three shelves are manga. So manga is vaguely alphabetized. So we start with Beastars. There's some Bleach, which I actually feel like I might get rid of because I've kind of got bored of it and I'm not going to finish it. So I could do with the shelf space. Tokyo Mew Mew, magical girl anime, but furries. Magical girl anime, but they're animals. Fullmetal Alchemist, classic. Reread it like 6 times. Naruto. Pokemon manga. Pokemon manga is great. And 3 volumes of the Zelda manga, which is also surprisingly good. And then we've got on the at the very tail end of that shelf, we've got a Minecraft novel. You heard that correct. Minecraft novel. Not like a Minecraft, you know, lore book or something. A Minecraft novel. Studio Ghibli box set, and a bird watching book, and a copy of Watership Down, both of which I found at a charity shop. Then we get to just the fiction, which is just a mishmash of stuff. Most of it, frankly, you know, even though I'm in my 30s, gonna be real, I mostly enjoy reading young adult books. So there is a humongous amount of Warrior Cats. There's the Aragon series. There's the Fire Within series. There's a couple of books that just haven't been read still. There's a small handful of Spooks books that were combined with mine when we moved in. I can see 3 massive books that I got bought for Christmas back when we were in the flat that I have not read, which is In the Name of the Wind and The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, because I was watching Critical Role. and that he came on and was talking about his books, and I was like, those sound cool. Can I have those for Christmas? And I got them for Christmas and haven't read them. And then when we get further down, we start to get into source books. So there's a small amount of comics. Get Warhorse, it's the best book ever. I think I read Warhorse in school, and I'm sorry to say it was just okay for me. But that's the thing. If you couldn't tell from, manga and all of, I'm fantasy. Big fantasy bitch. I got a small chunk of comics. Got the Adventure Zone comics. Unsurprisingly, a Critical Role comic. I can't see because they're covered by my Gravity full book. That's hilarious. Rat Queens. There's some Rat Queens in there. I need to keep reading that. I'm only up to issue 6. And then we get into actual literary, not literary, artistic books. Everyone's taste is different. That's correct. Then we get into my art books. So we've got a couple of sketchbooks, just of my sketchbooks. We've got some art magazines that I had cool reference stuff in. Literally one of those big bumper, the complete guide to drawing and anatomy kind of things. And then the bottom shelf is all of my video game art, concept art books, which I love dearly and love to just look at. And so those who were here will remember that when we were doing our stream upgrade into getting a new background and stuff, I actually pulled some of those out to go through, namely the Spyro one. When I was looking for inspiration for redoing the stream backdrop. And that's my bookshelf. I have a ton of dinosaur books. Nice. I got a lot of dragon books. There's a lot of dragon stuff in my room. It is actually surprising my persona is not a dragon when you see how much dragon stuff I have. I think I actually have... If you exclude Pokemon, I think dragons are the things that I have the most plushies of now. Because if you put Pokemon down to their individual species rather than just Pokemon, it's if you just went Pokemon plushies, I've probably got about 40, let's be real. But if you went for individual ones, I think I can see my Pikachus. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pikachus. Oops. No, 7 Pikachus, and I think I definitely have more than 7 dragons. Because I can see some of them just in my room because they're just existing in there. But also some are in the plushie cupboard. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dragons out. And I know for a fact there is at least, I think, 4 more dragons in the cupboard, but there's probably more. So yeah, I think dragons are what I have the most of. You would think it was wolves, but no. Murder Pikachu, the worst Pokemon ever. Rude? Leave? Rude. I like Pikachu. My favourite Pokemon's Arcanine, which is why I have a massive Arcanine behind me. Just talking smack about the Thunder Rat. I started a Pokemon Red playthrough on my DS. The 3DS, the Virtual Console one that they did, and without trying, I found a Pikachu in Viridian Forest, so I just have a Pikachu in my Red team now. His name is Jeremy. And that's his name now. We have Jeremy the Pikachu. He will become a Raichu because this is not Pokemon Yellow. So I was like, I've played through Pokemon Yellow a lot. What do you think Pikachu tastes like? I don't. I don't think of what Pikachu tastes like. I mean, if you want an answer, probably really gamey. Not a lot of meat on a Pikachu. Not good eating. Like, much like in real life, in the Pokemon world, there are better things to eat, like Tauros, i.e. cows. Yeah. Like, we don't sit and eat mice because they're little and they don't have a lot of meat and they're awkward to catch and stuff, so it's like, that's not good eating. That's not good eating, champ. So, in the Pokemon world, I think that they just wouldn't. I just think they wouldn't. No, we don't have the avatars on because we're using Substance Painter, and Substance Painter likes to just crash when it feels like it, so we have to, unfortunately, have things turned off. Bleh. Hope you have a lovely day. Bye, Husk. Hope you have a good day too. Look after yourself. Anywhere, just not here, no. If they ever hear my name, will they know I walked alone? On these dusty streets I die alone. Spook's birthday this week, if you guys didn't know that. It's Spook's birthday on Thursday. What does he want? Spook doesn't want for a lot of things, which I keep saying is like, well, I suppose you should be grateful, really, that Spook doesn't want for a lot of things. He asked me for a board game, which I've pre-ordered, because it's not out yet. Apparently the board game comes out like the week after his birthday, but he was like, that's what I want, so I was like, okay, so I pre-ordered it. And that is literally all he said to me. He also said, I also said, like, you know, would you like some nice chocolate or something to actually have on your birthday so you have something, because I want to get you something. And he was like, yeah, get me some Galaxy, so I've done that. We're like past the beating around the bush phase, I think, of just like, I want to get you something, what do you want? But otherwise, I cannot really provide much of an answer. Because I don't think he's really expressed a desire for any particular game, because Monster Hunter is a thing. I pulled a cool move and gifted him a game off your wish list. Yes, I found this out afterwards. Joke's on you, we have a shared Steam library, so I can still play it. Thank you. Obviously, we were doing a bit yesterday. Afterwards, I was really worried that we probably sounded ungrateful. Very grateful. We were memeing. But yes. What is even on Spook's wish list these days? Spook wishlists a ton of stuff, and he's even said himself that really he needs to go through and like delete stuff because there's probably a lot of things on there that he actually doesn't want anymore. Whereas I try to actively like maintain my wish list. Because like he does have Civ on his wish list, but like I don't think he'd play it because he's playing Monster Hunter. The whole thing was under 10, so I wasn't worried about it. I've spent more on trolling before. Ah, you're amazing. So yeah, I don't know. Even me looking at Spook's wish list, I'm like, I'm not sure he even wants half of this stuff anymore. I should say to Spook, like, how about you just completely delete your wish list and start again? There's stuff on there that I would question if he wants anymore. like, there's a Final Fantasy game on there, but Nerin bought him the Final Fantasy Pixel Collection, so it's like, well, you technically have that, so you don't need that anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I have this problem every year. This year I was lucky when he was just like, there's a board game I want. And I was like, oh, you actually gave me an answer. What do you want? Board game. Whoa! Unexpected. Welcome back, Growlithe. You achieve what you wanted to? Direct answer, who are you and what have you done with Spook? Yeah. They're just going, what do you want? And going, I don't know. To be fair, I feel that as well sometimes, which, if anything, is why the Throne wish list is helpful, because if I want something, I'll throw it on Throne. And even if it doesn't get bought, it means that when birthday come around and people go, what do you want? I can go, looks at Throne. I want this. There you go. There's a thing that I wrote that I wanted, so you can get me that. What? Duh, thanks for following. Hope you're having a good day. I'm a person who now, rather than a pajama gremlin, for I have showered. I wish that were me. Frankly, I did want to shower this morning and I could not because I ran out of time. I will be having a shower after stream. Normally, if I really want to shower before stream, I basically make stream late because I'm like, fuck it, I want to shower. But genuinely, I was like, no, I'm all right. No, I can leave it like another hour. So I'm gonna be showering on my lunch break. I'm not in my pajamas. I'm in just like a throwaway shirt that I'm gonna put in the wash after. But yeah. So there is that bit in my back, that is in the back of my brain of like, I haven't showered yet. I do feel a little gross. Yeah, I wanna do this stripe with the arm down, because typically in VR you will have your arms down more than you will have them up. So doing this with the arm up was useful to get underneath it, but since this is the more neutral position, this is going to be more useful. Lunch shower is valid. I don't like working in my pajamas. And I think it's important as well that I keep that sort of feeling, because otherwise, because it's like a mental thing of like, you know, pajamas are the, oh, it's no work time now, which, you know, works well in my head on the other end of like, you know, when we're finished at the end of the day, we change into our pajamas, and it's the mental thing of we're in our pajamas now, so we don't work. So I don't want to get that confused in my brain from the other end of waking up and doing work while I am still in pajamas. You know? days I work from home and have no appointments, I compromise wearing clothes and my audio. Like, yeah, like I wear, because I work from home, I wear a lot of like very casual clothes, and there is one set of bottoms that I wear that I was like, oh my god, super comfy to wear while I'm working, and then like 2 weeks later, my mum was like, those were meant to be pajama bottoms, and I'm like, well, they're comfy work clothes now, but I don't sleep in them. But I think the mental distinction is important, especially as I've said several times that like my workplace and my play place are the same, which is my computer. So if I can't make that distinction there, I have to make that distinction in other ways. Doesn't help that most nights I don't change into my pajamas until it's like midnight, but you know. When I come home where my pants come off and work stops, Spook is the same. Spook is the same. But I work from home. So it's hard. It is sometimes hard to have that mental distinction of, oh, I'm going to stop now, because I'm in the same place. So, yeah. So we do little steps to try and help. So yeah, so I have a lot of like casual comfy clothes that I probably wouldn't wear out the house. But I do have the distinction of like, well, they're not pajamas, so I don't sleep in them. It's like a work uniform, but not, you know? I need to remember to get flowers today for my mom, because it is Mother's Day at the weekend, but I will not be able to see her. So I'm going to give her flowers tomorrow when she comes round, which I think might be a nice surprise for her, because I think she won't expect it. There we go. I think that's the back stripes done. So now I need to do the shading bit on them. So we make folder, back, stripes. Ferality dropped the style guide for Ferrari and Somna, so now my brain is like desperate to be like, okay, I really like working on the Garurumon texture. I want to finish it, get it done, so that we can go make Ferality Somna stuff now. Like, just getting there nice and early. They dropped the guide like 3 months early, because last year it was pretty bad. They like dropped the style guide like 2 weeks before the show, and it was like a big complaint that people had of like, you didn't give us nearly enough time to prepare. So this year they did it nice and early. So now I'm like, I want to make stuff. I'm hoping we'll find out if we got a booth this year soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Copy you. Where are we? Copy mask. Add a black mask to this. Paste into mask. Why do you look like that? It was just a visual glitch, okay? We're all right. Oh, I can see we're getting frame rate drops again. For some reason. Ah. Mm-hmm. 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 And then we add a black mask on this. Soft brush, turn off the smoothing. Ooh. I spent a lot of monies to clear out some bag space in FF. You spent money? What do you mean you spent money? Because in my brain it would be like, well, if you want to clear your inventory space, sell a bunch of shit. Yeah, I know you mean Gil. I'm more like, what do you mean? For me, clearing inventory space would mean selling a lot of stuff, which would gain money, not cost money. I took all my crafters to 60, so they're all in the same gear, so I was able to ditch the old gear. Oh, you mean you spent money on, like, the materials to level them up, right. To be fair, I mean, my armory inventory is pretty full, but it's manageable. It's my actual just inventory that's getting pretty bad. Like, when we went ocean fishing last week, it actually was full, and I couldn't fish anymore. And I was like, shit. That's not good mid-fishing. I was doing well on bag space, but now I have a crap ton of crafting mats. Yeah. So that's why my bag is like, if I have a ton of crafting mats, there's a small voice in my brain that's like, but I might still level crafting, and it's like, nah, I probably won't. I should just sell them. I can always buy them back. I've got a lot of gil. It's not like I spend my money on anything else in that game. I need you smiling me inside. Baby, don't go. to let it go. Okay. I feel like that's looking pretty good. Whatever lies beyond this morning, later on, regardless of warnings, the future doesn't scare me at all. Nothing's like before. Oh, we've got the Moogle Crown and spare casual clothes set out of it too. Oh, nice. Moogle Crown is from getting the grand prize from the Moogle card thing in the firmament. Ah! Get some achievements while you were at it. Like me doing my fishing. We've got some achievements along the way, because... Excuse me. Right, I'm gonna make a new layer. Turn all of this off. Add a mask. Fur, pale shade. Everybody wants to rule. Where's nose? Where's the nose gone? I saw it. There it is. actually think that that's missed a bit there. Everybody wants to rule the world. Ooh. Well, this first morning bit's actually gone fairly quick. It's already 15 minutes to 1, and I need to make sure that I do actually finish on time because as I said previously, I actually want to go shower and stuff. Let's see. Try that again. Hello, comic. Hope you're having a good day. See, when I zoom out, that's more noticeable than I want it to be. Just waking up might do some art. Nice! Nice. Oh, my opacity is still turned down, that's why. Ah, there we go. Move down. Brr, 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 brr. Oops. Oh, you. Of the miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. And I help them. Yes, I do. Those poor unfortunate souls. What does this look like with the baked lighting? It does look better. I just realised that this does look a bit odd. There we go. Hi, Hope! Drink some water, thank you. Hope you're doing alright. Okay. Turn that off. So, I did shoulders. I think I need to do cheeks and ear tips, which are the two that are left. Him naked. Him got no stripes. He'll doing well. Doing well. It's a good day. I feel at least good in myself that I did wake up for morning stream, because I feel like the last couple of weeks I have not done that. For various reasons, some of which was out of my control. Right, the ear tips. Did you hear Blue's a celebrity now? No, I'm not! Stop spreading false information! That is not what that means! Blue will eventually be a celebrity one day, I'm pretty sure. Don't. Imagine. And all the birds and the foxes sang. If we tell everybody you're a celebrity, people will believe it. No, that just comes across as ignorant. We'll be right here before and after it happens. Love you. That's how Paris Hilton became a celeb, and you have actual talent, so it should work. Wow. Copy mask. Paste into mask. It's after an errand set for stream. Bye, Growly. See you soon. I'm going to be stopping for lunch in like a second, frankly, because it's 1 o'clock now. Hey, friend, did you know? Also, head out, take care. Bye, Hope. Enjoy the rest of your day. We can rebrand you as Second It Skywolf. What? Oh my god. Add mask. Right, for the ear tips. Ear tips doesn't look like there's a bit of the mesh where the ear tips are separated out. Do I want to try to shade these ear tips, or is this going to be a headache, do we think? Captain Sparkles is a captain, so... He's not legally a captain. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Like, a large portion of the internet is aware of those songs. Do you think he ever feels cringy about them now? Whenever he hears, like, the creeper, oh man, he's like, oh god, ugh. Although that's not actually Captain Sparkles singing. He did the animation, and he did the rap that was, like, halfway through the song. I believe it was Try Hard Ninja did the main primary vocals. So I suppose the question is, do you think he ever feels cringe about it? It's slightly annoying. It's just his brand now, so probably used to it as opposed to something he did that he rarely interacts with. That's true. I believe that he is still making Minecraft content, so I suppose there isn't that separation. I guess it would only be if he was like, no, I don't do Minecraft anymore, Starbit. But because he still does Minecraft, I guess it's like, okay. Okay, let's go with that. Right. We only overran by 10 minutes, which frankly is good for me. Okay, it is time to stop for lunch, and for me to go have that shower I wanted. And I have jobs to do during my lunch break as well, so don't be surprised if I come back late. Calling it now. But yeah. I have to go to the shops and get things and talk to people. Ah! We hate talking to people. Not you, because you're not people. Sorry, that was rude. Bye-bye, catch you later. Bye, Cor. Hope the rest of your day goes well. I'll see you later. Right, take care, everybody. Thanks everyone who hung out today, and I'll see you in a couple of hours. Fingers crossed. We're going to carry on with this. Bye-bye! Hello! Hi. Bit of an extended intro. Spook came through the front door. So I went to go see him. And smooch him. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello, Rex. Ooh. Right, let's get some music on. think I'm the only viewer. Gee, thanks, Rex. Hey, little social etiquette tip. Try not to point out to streamers when their streams are quiet. Wah. Right. Didn't know that. Fair. That's fine. Just bear that in mind for the future. Generally, a lot of streamers get self-conscious about their viewer numbers and the chat activity because at the end of the day, they are trying to entertain and host a show for people, and knowing that there aren't people watching can be disheartening. So just in the future, don't go into streamers' streams and go, oh wow, there's no one here, because it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. Now you know. Right, where did I get up to? Right, I wanted to do the cheek fluff. So, cheek. What you're actually making, I still don't know. It is a retexture based off Garoom on the Digimon for the Vulper avatar base that is going to be put on my shop for people to buy. For the game VR chat. Okay. Do 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 do. I think I got the shape of these pretty good. That looks like it needs a little bit of correcting. Just delicate like that. Drink some water. Ah. And a big stretch. Make sure that we are sat correctly. Thought so. There's a little, like, ear smudge on there. Yeah, there you are. I didn't put that there. Hello.
Is my tea downstairs still?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go and do myself a wrap.
Fair enough.
You won't like this.
Oh.
Flaming hot.
That was really cute.
What?
It was really sweet.
Why? What do you mean?
It was really sweet though. You were just like, oh, I want to kiss you, but I've got spicy food in my mouth and you don't like spicy food. Thank you. Love you. Enjoy your wrap.
Background spook.
Background spook.
I'm not cute, screw you.
He's cute. Yes, that was a spook. That was indeed a spook. God, there's lots of like streaks on my screen. That is not helping. The screen is dirty. Yeah, that's not good. I redeemed on bingo, don't worry. Why is my screen so dirty? The sun's come out, so now I can like seal the muck on it. There we go. I've gone to go get a rag to go clean it. Couldn't tell if I was looking at a smudge on the avatar or a smudge on my screen. That's a bit better. Well. Right, don't particularly want that there, thank you very much. Get rid of that. Much better. Happens often, yeah. The sun has moved around to the other side of the house and is now on my window, so the light was catching on it. Right, I think shape-wise that's good. Maybe be a bit more pointed on this bit. Yeah, like that. I've covered a part of my window so that I can't have the sun shining on my monitor. I have a shade, so I have like a blind, so it's not shining directly on it, but it's just light. Like, I wouldn't want blackout curtains or anything like that because natural light is needed to help my camera see my face. Well, I do have a face lamp to try and illuminate it from the front, but natural light is also just good. So it's dancing a fine line. You wouldn't want to work in a completely black room because the camera would struggle to pick things up. So I have a blind that more kind of like disperses the light. It doesn't really block the light, it like disperses it. It's like a white blind. Okay, so we're going to grab this, take you up into here. Clear the mask. We're going to copy this mask, paste it into there, paste into mask. Then with our soft brush, on a slight opacity, bring down the size. There we go. Just adds a little pop to it. More blending. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. So I think what I want to do next is the tail. Cutie in the bottom left. Oh my god, is it me? Hi, Hope. Wow, I'm turning on a bunch of layers. Look at this boy. Look at this dog. He's looking good. He's looking good. I don't like where these lines are coming from, but that's like part of the basic Vulper, apparently. Looking good. Doing well. Doing well. Day's been a bit of like a knock-on again of lateness. I did start stream on time this morning, but I did start this stream late because we were having a package delivered today, and so I woke up in time for the delivery window. I wanted to shower, but I was like, if I shower, that will 100% be when they deliver the package. Sod's law. It's just guaranteed. So I was like, okay. I'll wait until it's been delivered. So I do that. And unwritten rule. So I wait for it to be delivered. I get the delivery. We're all good. I have to start stream. There isn't time for me to shower before morning stream, but it's fine. I'm not too bad. So I do morning stream. That's okay. I stop for lunch, but now I need to go shower, which for me is a lengthy process. It takes me a long time to shower. So, half hour, 45 minutes later, I finish my shower. There's half my lunch break, but I need to go to the shops because Mother's Day is coming up. So I go to the shops to go look for some flowers for my mom. I get back home and it's 3 o'clock and I haven't had lunch yet. I'm meant to start stream. So I go, fuck it, we'll start stream at past so that I'm not rushing my food. So I've had a late lunch. And then as I am gearing up to start stream, Spook comes home. Not only me who takes a long shower, good to know, yep. So as I'm starting stream, Spook comes home. So of course, I want to go say hi to Spook, which I do. So I have warned Spook that because I had quite a late lunch, I'm not going to want dinner for a while. So Spook is making himself, I guess technically second lunch. Because he said he was going to go just make a wrap. I suggested he had a snack, but he's just going to make like a full-on wrap, apparently. So I guess Spook is having second lunch. And we're not going to have dinner until later. So stream will probably run a bit longer than it usually does. Normally I would go till 5. So yeah. So that's my day. How's your day? Excuse me. There's always time for a cup of tea. Came home, made a bit of music, just shouldn't run out. Ooh, you've made some more music. Nice. I love that. That's really weird that you can, like, see a stripe in there. I don't think that is actually there. These edibles ain't shit. Where's all of the... Did I not name the folder? I didn't. I didn't name the folder. Main. God damn it, past self. Hi, Growlith. Welcome back. Continue my adventure in Everhood 2 tomorrow, I think. Nice. I'm going to be doing the same, I think. I'm going to be doing the same. I can't wait. I'm excited. I like poke curls and be like, hey, you should play more Everhood so that you can watch stream, because she doesn't want to watch stream in case she gets spoiled, but I want to share Everhood too with her. I actually don't know where you are. I think Everhood 2 seems to be the kind of game where it's hard to explain where you are, because I think you can do things in a lot of different orders. I think I've done the little alien guys 3 times, and I think it's 1,000 each time. So I've done year 3,000 on the little aliens. I fought the dragon twice and failed, and stuff happened after that. There's always the VOD. Right, why are you showing a line here? Because I would prefer it if you didn't. Whatever that is, it probably shouldn't be blue. Interesting, so that blue line is appearing from something else. From that, apparently. What? I've been paranoid to not miss anything before proceeding. Fair. That game is so weird, man. It's hard to tell sometimes. Spook got me some magic stars. Mm-hmm. Unless you're just going to send Curls a message and be like, Everhood tomorrow. Ooh. want to add a mask to that. This is going to be hard. Could have done with this being dissected out, which it is not. This is tricky. And it's so tricky, in fact, that part of me is wondering, do I want to try this? This is Smooth McGroove doing an a cappella cover of the Moon theme from DuckTales. And if you don't know what a cappella is when the entirety of the music is done with the human voice. Every single bit. So the ba-ba-ba-ba is him singing, the whistling is him whistling, the sort of like snare sound that you can hear is him going tss, tss, tss with his mouth. He does the full vocal range. I have DuckTales but never played it. I neither own it nor have played it. Another game that is sitting in the library. DuckTales love the Moon Song, yeah. The Moon Song, the original version of the Moon Song from the NES version was in the highlights video. Same day as Shantae, which I enjoyed Shantae. Yeah. Remaster is fun. I imagine it's alright because the base game's fun. Don't own it should change that. Yeah. How many Steam games do I even have now? I own 300 Steam games. I definitely have not played them all. I'm probably lucky if I've played maybe 50 of them. That should be a stat. If you can see the stat of games owned, you should be able to see the stat of games played. Have you watched the 2017 reboot show? No, but I've seen a lot of clips of it. How so much? How do I have 300 games? I'm 30. That's how. I'm 30. David Tennant is Scrooge. I did know that, and it's very fun. I am older than Steam, Rex. 100 for every decade. Kinda. Kinda. That would be what, 10 games a year as an average. Bearing in mind that the like range for prices of the games I own literally range from probably about 60 pounds all the way down to like some games that I got for £2. Some of them are free, because I think Steam does count any free games you've played, and people gift games. Exactly. I have not bought. I probably have not bought 75% of my library. A lot of it has been gifted to me, for which I am very grateful. I have a lot of lovely friends who are very kind and giving. I am a very lucky person. Heck, not last week, but the week before, we played 2 games that I'd been gifted keys for from the game devs. Also wants to gift 2 games specifically to play. Birds are not real. Hi, Stanji. How's the conspiracy tinfoil hat treating you? I have 16 games on Steam, 91 more on Epic. That's the thing, Epic didn't exist. Epic created the Epic Game Store to be a competitor to Steam. Steam did not have a competitor when it launched, which is why a lot of older people, i.e. people who are probably in their 30s and 20s, have large Steam libraries, because they have just had them for a long time. Epic has not been around long enough. I use Steam more than Epic now. I think that says it all. I have a 5 in my stats. Hi, Stanji. I have a 19. You got baited. What are you playing? Don't say dwarf. I mean class. Don't say dwarf. Don't. I think our squad has done most of their character creation. Spook might not have done because he had to go to bed. But I think most of our squad has done their character creation. Note that I become 16 this Thursday. Oh my god, you're a child. Seeing what the rest of my party fancies. I called out our group for this. I called out the group for this when people were like, "So Spook, what are you playing?" He was like, "I don't know. I was going to see what everyone else does." And I said, "Don't start. We've got 3 people in this group who are all going to say, I'm going to see what everyone else is playing. That means none of you are making a decision. Someone make a decision." I'm playing a druid. But you probably already knew that. I'm playing Armida again. Because, hey, it's the same world, and Trips literally has the events of that game in it, so why not use the character that is already involved? Everyone in my party has 2 or 3 choices. They don't know what they want. Multiclass. Cowards. Both me and Spook have multiclassed. I don't think Glass is multiclassed. I think Core might have multiclassed, and I don't think K has. Or K was thinking of multiclassing and hasn't decided yet. Actually, yeah, no, I think K probably is going to multiclass on the next level up. Purist for life. Basic. Yeah, basic. Although I did take the piss out of Spook for playing a human. I told him he should have called him Hugh-Man. That's his character name. Hugh-Man. Because it would have been funny. Okay, that's adding a bit of depth to it. That looks nice. I should name myself Squirt Air. I think you were there when I said it, didn't you? I was like, oh god, I'm in the party of sweats. This music is good. It reminds me of Fallout 4. This is Ferality's music, the furry convention. This is the music from Ferality Aqua. Aqua was good, man. I liked Aqua. I liked Aqua. Soup picture incoming. Are you making soup again? You making soup? You're making a lot of soup lately. Soup! Ooh, that's a good looking soup. Soup! It's easy and it feeds for a few days. You can also freeze it, can't you? You can freeze soup. And then you have emergency soup. Stangy said soup. What do you mean you're at soup? Neck. Blue. Shade. Name your layers. I'm going to try to make something I've never made before today. I'm going to be trying to make chicken Alfredo. Though I don't have any nutmeg. But everything else I have. Olive oil, chicken, pasta, butter, cream, parmesan. So yeah, I'm gonna try making chicken Alfredo tonight. Wow. Excuse me a moment. Okay. Wow. That's nice. For having it someday. Yeah, I'll have to cook it sometime. We received the Monster Hunter expansion, by the way, Stanji. That was the package that I was waiting for. Hopefully no manufacturer's errors. Ha ha ha. Two of the minis are broken. um Don't know what to do. From the base or worse? No, Kirin's tail has snapped off, and one of Cece's head fins is snapped as well. So two very thin points. They're making these minis too thin, and the plastic is breaking. I'm gonna head out. See you later. Bye, Hope. Enjoy Everhood. Glue job? We probably could glue it, yes. That's why I always say we're not really sure what to do. Like, we could glue it, and it would probably be okay, because, I mean, technically our Rathalos was broken, but we fixed it, and it works fine, because the Rathalos was broken from the base. It never ends in Everhood. It's true. It never ends. So, because the thing is that, like, if we tell them it's broken, what are they going to do? Are they going to send us new minis? Are they going to give us a refund? I can't imagine they're going to tell us to send it back. But at the same time, but annoyingly, because the Kirin is in a separate box from the CC, it's like, well, do you just send out a new mini or do you send out a new box? Because a new box gives us, two of everything, of all of the cards and everything, which we kind of don't need. I'd say mention it, but we'll repair it yourself. I think we probably might do that. But otherwise, looks interesting. We have Great Gyros, and we have Radaban, and we have Cece, and we have Kirin. I did find it odd that they didn't do like a Legiana or an Odegaron, but I think that's because they are now doing the Iceborne game, and the Iceborne game has Shrieking Legiana and Ebby Odegaron in it, so they're probably like prioritizing that instead. Yeah. Yeah, if anything, we should like tell them that these minis are breaking so that they maybe reconsider some of their designs in the future to be like, maybe we shouldn't have such thin parts. Yeah. Don't know where we're going to keep the box because everywhere is full. Stanji, I'm begging you to proofread things before you hit enter. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah, the Wild Showcase will be tomorrow. I haven't seen Dodger tweet anything in probably about 4 years, and then I've just randomly opened up Twitter and I just see her quote retweeting herself. The original tweet is brushing up on our Warframe lore to this point and then diving into the new war for a sponsored stream. And then she quote retweeted herself with, bro, what the fuck? What's happening in Warframe? Yikes. Where? Okay, that's enough of that. Chips. Give us a chip, love. Seagulls be like, give us a fucking chip. Give us a fucking chip. Nice. Excuse me. Neck. Tips. Shade. Probably gonna play VR chat this week. Ever heard music? Okay, this I will have to do in a folder within a folder. Paste into mask. Like that. So I kept saying that I wanted to maybe make a second version of this skin that's the Wear Garurumon one. I'm thinking now I'm probably going to leave that for a bit. I may even just leave it altogether because Somna for Ferality have dropped their style guide. So I kind of want to start making Ferality Somna assets in the hopes, obviously, that people will get them for the convention. So I think the Wear Garurumon is going to go on the back burner. But I want to get this finished. Oops. Don't do that. Playing with the big boys now. Nice. Ha bra 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 bra. Ha bra bra bra. Playing with the big boys now. Sure, let's go with that. Okay, so let's go to Buddy. Let's copy that. Go back to Fur. Neck white. And we're going to make a new fill. Turn all of this off. Mask. Ba-ba-da-da. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Where? Scratching an itch. Brush, soft brush. Turn the opacity a bit. feel like the white almost doesn't need it, but I feel like the blue does. There we go. And then we do another one. Hi, pirate! How you doing? And Core, hello! Is it lunchtime over there? Yeah. It's funny how you can tell, isn't it? How goes it? Had a half day. Hey, nice. Always fun. I'm probably going to be taking those photos tonight, Pirate. Because I need, I also need some photos myself. Pirate will finally have ears. Yes, because I'm paying Blue to do so because I could be lazy. It's a very weird thing, but I don't care at this point because I need the money. Speaking of, I need to update my comms thing. I'm thinking of honestly just doing a really like goofy, shitty post that's just literally like, comms open, I make stuff. Examples. Because I make a lot of things. It's difficult to fit it all in one post when you make a lot of different things. We all know the real reason is you can't because you can't get to computer in Aaron's walls. Oh my god. Relor? Oh, the poop bob. Yes, the roller beetle. Relor, roller. Roller beetle. They really switched the E and the O and was like, yeah, that's a Pokemon name. Get deleted, bot. Yeah, let me actually open it. Really, really rough start. In that I have literally just thrown images into a canvas to be like, yeah, I'll use these ones. There's a very rough start. So I basically try to include like one example of each. Of we've got a sticker, a goofy drawing, a more seriously shaded toon, and a serious painting in the form of Midrash. And then over here, I've got 3 retextures, and I've got Calamity for clothing fitting and also custom hair. And then I need to go retake a picture of Lucky to be like, oh, you can just have totally custom stuff made. Because none of the pictures I had I was happy with for this purpose, I should say. So 2 birds, 1 stone. I actually need a new picture, and I will also do your pictures. And I'll probably just take a picture of my avatar doing the like pog point thing in the bottom corner, like I used to like I did with the kobold, and just be like, scroll down here. I make things, you know. Literally just like this. There we go. And then just be like, ta-da. Ta-da. I had that problem when I made my Frailty booth because I do so many things. Like, the booth itself was like, the way I did it was one wall was 3D stuff and one wall was 2D stuff. Like, I'm not the only person at Ferality who does both, but it was very awkward of just like, which category do I go in? I've applied for the 3D category this year. I was in the 2D category initially, but I feel like I do more 3D VR related stuff these days. Though obviously I have been commissioned to do art by both PK and Bennett. But to go back to your question, the digital doggo is going well. His stripes are all done. I need to do his tail stripes though, but his body stripe is all done. And I think they look very nice. There. Oof, the frame rate drops. Heat of the moment. What are you? There's just a spot here. I don't know where you are. Do you know where you are? No. Pirate, thanks for gifting a sub. Very kind, out of nowhere. Let's put this in UV mode. You know what? I'm actually going to do this the inverse. You know what? That would probably be better. Clear mask. And we're going to make it inverted. And instead of painting in the areas that we want, we're going to cut them out with the eraser. I think that would actually work better in this instance. I know, I'll go steal PK shoes and send Spooker's birthday present. Oh my god, cool. What the actual hell? That's mad. But funny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's try that. Blah. Mm-hmm. Some reason my stream keeps stuttering. Refresh, but also where it could be my end, I am having frame rate issues because Substance Painter. Doesn't matter much to me, 'cause everything you are is all I wanna be. To complain, would you remember me? I don't even know your name. Yeah, that adds a nice bit of depth to it. Okay. Matter much to me. Okay, mane, tail. Tail. Stripes. Stripsy! There we go. Ah! Stream is not happy right now. I'm on. It's showing me that I am on about 49 out of 60 FPS. Game point 2 FPS and good audio. Oh, okay. That's not what it's saying on my end. So yeah, maybe refresh the stream. Oh, the actual connection is unstable. I just looked at my dashboard in the browser. The actual connection to Twitch has become unstable. So it's a double whammy. I've got reduced frame rate from running Substance, and the connection is unstable for some reason. Stream preview is perfectly fine. Yeah. I think it's a Twitch issue. It is, look. Yeah. Unstable events. 3. There's an error occurring on Twitch's end. And also, if you look at my bitrate here, here's the whole of the stream, and now we're here, but we're unstable and red. I don't know why my bitrate is like this when I stream. I don't know why it goes up and down constantly. But it's not, but it like runs fine. But it's only when it's red that it's a problem. I don't know why it does this. Also, I don't know why the Twitch bitrate thing goes up to 20k, because Twitch does not support 20k bitrate. So I don't know why their chart goes up that high, because Twitch does not support it. Everything's fine when I join another stream. Well, then I don't know. Yeah, it says here unstable, so it's something to do with Twitch. But it could be European servers. It's 5:30 in Europe and 6:30, depending on where you are. Could be a European server issue. When I watch Blue on Who Is Live, everything is smooth, but the actual stream is buggered. Heh. Hmm. Maybe start stream again. I do not want to, for VOD purposes and analytic purposes. It's Substance's fault. Probably. Everything is Substance's fault. I hate that we literally bought a Substance license so that I could do retexturing on stream, and then Substance itself was like, no, you can't. Although Substance itself is also lagging now. Twitch is being twitchy, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Substance itself is actually lagging now when I'm trying to use it. Things are getting unhappy. Because if I end stream or stream crashes, then that's me done for the day, just because of the time. Whichever happens first. Half 7, yeah, it's half 5 for me. The stream thing, the dashboard says it's picked back up again. Who's to say? Drink some water. No offense, but I'm unable to watch this. It's like 1 frame every 2 minutes. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. Everything is fine on my end. It says it's good now. I'm rather far behind though, maybe 2 minutes. I mean, you're usually quite far behind core, which I assume is because you're watching on mobile at work on your mobile data. You're usually far behind. I'm just trying to work. On my phone, everything's fine. That's what I mean. Like, it says it's fine on my end. So I don't think I can help this. It's a Twitch issue. It says it's stopped now. Restarted mine just to be on the safe side. I just want to work for a bit. I'm in the mood to keep working. I wouldn't normally be streaming at this time. I'd normally have stopped. But I want to keep working. And universe literally saying no. Phone is faster. This is me on my phone. Weird. So it's something to do with the browser because, you know, phones run on different systems. So it's something to do with the web browser version of Twitch. Weird. You can literally see it as like a red line on the graph. You can literally see the red line of where it was bad and now where it's good again. Very bizarre. It's fine. It's fine. It says it's fine now. Need to get you a ducky so that it can make sure you're on task. That's you. Wow. Rude. That's you. You do realize that. You guys are the duck. I've told you this before. That's you. Hi, Growlithe. How was your day? Are you still working or are you done now? A ducky? Yeah, you guys are the duck. That's you. You're the duck. For some reason, phone is faster than the browser when I have both open, so there's a delay. Less bandwidth, probably. Maybe. I don't normally stream at this time, so I literally don't know if this would usually happen. And I don't know if it's literally because it's 5:30 and the entirety of England just turned on Twitch. Because everybody just finished work. Funny line go brr, yeah. Hi Ace, how's things? A ducky blue can explain what the duck is for better than I can. Okay, we're talking about rubber duck coding again. So rubber duck coding is a process that is quite actually commonly well known, which is programmers will have a rubber duck sat on their desk. I don't know why it was a rubber duck initially. Probably because if it got thrown, it wouldn't break anything because it's rubber. But the idea is that if you were having a problem, you would sit and you would explain the problem to the duck. And in explaining the problem to the duck, you sort of clear your brain a little bit, and quite often you will find that you have found the problem. So if you're having a problem, you sit and explain it to the duck, and in doing that process, you suddenly find like, oh wait, this is wrong. And that is what the rubber duck is for. And that's why I say, chat, you are my rubber duck, because if I get stuck on something, I'll try to explain the process to you guys. And sometimes I will work it out just by myself, just by talking through it with you. So it's an extension of the concept of rubber duck programming. I'm not working, got this week off. I'm heading on to holiday with my family. Oh, sick, nice! I hope you have a lovely time. One thing I realized yesterday, because I briefly opened up the Cobble Unity package just to make sure that I actually had PK's avatar uploaded, because I think I actually deleted it from my account when it was done, because I was like, it's not mine, I'm not going to wear it, but I have the files, so I had to re-upload it for myself. I realized that I have yet to test the new constraint system that VRChat added in, because in theory, with the new VRChat constraints, the Cobble would be Quest compatible, because it is the old constraint system that makes it not Quest compatible. And it still has not been tested.